I want to be a behavioral analyst for kids with disabilities. Well, my junior and senior year of high school, I was a peer tutor at my high school. So I started working with different children with, or not children, they were older than me, just different people with disabilities. That was kind of the first really experience I had with that, was my peer tutoring experiences. And kind of fell in love with it. I missed it, really. And then when I came to UTC, I had money on my mind in a way, so I was like, no, I'm gonna be a psychiatric nurse. And I'm gonna try to do whatever I can do to make me more money. And then I actually did a practicum program last year. And I did a summer camp with kids with disabilities here at the Creative Discovery Museum and the zoo. And then it kind of brought me back to, this is what I love to do, this is what I want to do. And then my little brother actually has ADHD, and he has a type of behavioral specialist type person that kind of helps him with how to handle school and to get through stressful situations, stuff like that. And I see the frustration that comes with my mom from not knowing what exactly to do to help him. And so, you think there's, that's my mom, but there's other parents out there who get frustrated because they don't know how to handle those situations. So I just kind of want to be the help there to help those kids know that there's somebody there that cares about them, and that there may be stressful situations, but you can get through them just like anybody else does. So
probably open up a nonprofit center in the community, probably a low-income community, just so they can have access to resources that they might not be able to afford, or that they might not want to go to. Just some way creating a center where there's different family resources that are available to them, like different classes or programs put on that they can come to for free. Because sometimes you can catch some free classes, but either offer marriage counseling, or helping teen mothers get whatever they need, or helping before just helping the community and their family needs that they might not have access to just because of income. So that's a dream job.
I'm going to go to law school, and I'm going to be a corporate lawyer for about 4 or 5 years, but I'm also going to do educational law while I'm there so I can become a Title IX coordinator. Just from the simple fact that I've been here at UTC, and I've seen some issues that have happened in student development, as long with being in the Women's Studies department. And so I feel like that will be the best place for me to use my major, one, so I don't be a statistic and not use it, and also do something that can help women at a young age.
Joining InterVarsity is a Christian fellowship ministry here. And we work closely with the MCC as well. But yeah, that was a big moment because I was kind of skeptical freshman year. I was like, I don't know if I want to be a leader. I just want to go, and now I'm on a leadership team. So that was a big moment. That was a huge moment.
I want to teach for about 2 or 3 years, and I really want to open my own daycare center. But I want the teachers there to be licensed teachers, because I feel like it's important to start teaching them very young, because there's so much that they need to learn. And I feel like in school there's such an emphasis placed on standardized tests, and there's so much more that our students need. Definitely, like Brenda said, I was thinking about homecoming, electing 2 African Americans in a court, and then we're a predominantly Caucasian school, so that was just an amazing experience. And I really felt like, I was like, oh, I just really hope that we can pull this off, and we did, and it was just amazing to be a part of that.
My ultimate goal is to be a child psychologist, but I want to work with low-income African American youth. I just feel like throughout my college experience, I've made sure that I did all of my papers on the Black experience, because what I found was a lot of the mini papers or research that was given to us, the statistics, there were not really a lot of African American people in the data. And so I just got interested to know, are these people being researched in the same way? Were there any differences in the results? And there definitely are, and there is so much material that's not being explored. And I feel like there's so much information that my community does not know about, and it's looked at as a taboo because mostly of religious reasons. They think of mental illness as a bad thing. We don't talk about it. But I want to bring light to that it doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can still believe what you believe and you can still get help.
I think the advisors that they have for the program, they're really interested in you learning and also succeeding. I've had some opportunities to meet different people there. I think it's very important that they network with different people and join different organizations on campus just so they know more about what's going on campus.
My mom went here when she was in undergrad, and she studied communication as well. So kind of followed in her footsteps. Yeah, she did radio.
Legacy.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking I want to be like one of those executives at like a network, like behind the scenes and like film and TV. Like I don't want to be on the camera, like I just want my name to come up on the end. I've had the most fun doing things like block parties with BSA or events where everybody can just come and relax, not think about school. It's just a kickback or something.
It's actually played a big role. I was a mentor for the Multicultural Center in 2015, and I really loved it. I was able to meet more people that are Black, and I was able to mentor another minority student that was Asian. So I feel like it opened doors for us. Like we got to do cool activities like sipping strokes and stuff like that, and we got to tour the facilities on campus, some that I hadn't even been to as a senior. So it's really helpful. It like gets you involved and familiar with the things that are on campus, and like gives you a new little friend circle. So I really liked doing the mentorship program through that. And then the Multicultural Center puts on great programs like throughout the year. So that's another good thing.
When I joined my sorority, Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, that was a huge milestone because that's something I've always wanted to do when I was a little girl. It's a community service-based organization, and I love to give back to the community.
I would say so, yeah. The internships definitely have given me a little bit more leeway as to what potential job outlooks I could get into after I graduate here in May, because for the longest I really had no idea what capacities exercise physiologists could work under. So I was fortunate enough to snag an internship like the week after classes started here in the fall. So that opened my eyes a lot as far as the medical side of it goes. So now I'm more on the corporate fitness side of it, which I think is more of me. You're able to work one-on-one with like a lot of employees that work for these really big corporate companies, give them a lot of fitness advice, teach fitness classes, personal train people. I love it.
I just plan on graduating and developing more as a woman and just really figuring out what I really, really want to do in life. I have plans and aspirations, but life takes you on a journey no matter how you plan it. The plan is to shadow Northside Neighborhood House. I used to go there as a kid, so I want to kind of shadow the CEO and other people there in order to get an intake on like what it is to have your own after-school program, the things that they really do there and focus on. They actually have a new program at Red Bank High School, which is more of my focus because I really want to do more older kids. So those are really my plans, really trying to establish a base for me starting my own after-school program. I did not know that I would have that kind of passion to really give back to the community, and especially going back to where I came from in a sense. So,
starting off at home, I was a very sheltered child, so I went off to school and I lost my mind. I came and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great, I'm gonna party. And I had to get it together because if I didn't, I was gonna be at home, and that's really important because a lot of students do come in and they don't make it back, so it's really important to get to the point where you have to get it together and actually get it together. Saying it is one thing, but doing it is totally different.
Helping bring back the InterVarsity chapter here, it's a collegiate ministry that was a huge part of my college experience. Homecoming,
electing African American students as homecoming queen and king was definitely a huge initiative that we were very proud of to accomplish. It was like we all had won. It was like a piece of us, each of us were queens and kings in that moment. It was like we did it because we didn't know if we would be able to. It's not that many African American students here, and we weren't just sure if we had the push and the number to get it, but we did, and it was very exciting.
Bittersweet. Yeah, because it's like you make so many memories here, you have so many friends, and it's like, yes, I'm done, but I'm going to miss it here. As much as like people don't think they will, but I will.
Saying that I did it, and I have a degree now, and it was hard, but I got through it, and I did it in 4 years, and I'm here, and I'm ready for whatever the world has to offer.
Well, first and foremost, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I've been here for what feels like years and years and years. Almost to the point where I didn't think I was going to see this day, but it's going to be great. But at the same time, it's going to be somewhat sorrowful, just for the simple fact of all the relationships and people that you're leaving behind. And I don't know. I think that's just it's a sad feeling. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be more joy.
I'm gonna try not to cry, but it's going to be really emotional, exciting, overwhelming. I'm gonna probably cry and it's okay. But yeah, it's gonna be a happiness, it's joy. And I know like I'm gonna think about my friends graduating, like we're going our separate ways, but overall it's gonna be joy.
It's gonna be emotional. I might cry just a little bit, but it's gonna be exciting, bittersweet. I'm leaving some great things here, but I'm excited for what the future holds.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very emotional moment for me because my dad passed away when I was 12 years old, and every time I have like really important moments, I get really bummed out because like I did so many great things and he's not here to see that. I'm sorry if I start crying, but it's just very emotional to do awesome things like that and not be able to share it with those people. I know if he was here, he'd be proud.
Oh, it's gonna be a done deal. I'm finished with school. This is it.
Yay! It's gonna be overwhelming, for sure, because I lost a lot before I came to school, and so it was very hard. I wanted to quit several times. I didn't feel like I deserved to be here, but I definitely am proud that I made it and I stayed and I pushed forward. So it's gonna be a lot. A lot of people are counting on me to cross the stage. A lot of people are no longer with me, would be overwhelmed, overjoyed to see that I graduated college. So I just know it's gonna be an emotional moment, but I'm very excited.
Picking up my cap and gown, I've just been crying up a storm ever since. So I'm very, very proud. I'm so excited to get to May 6th, and I'm just like, yes.
And definitely about to get ready to graduate. This is like a big milestone for me.
Going to feel sensational because I'm actually the first person in my family to actually graduate from college.
Pretty surreal, but times 10 versus high school for sure. Yeah, I've been counting down for a long time. And I promised my parents, I'm gonna make it out of here in 4 years. And I'm gonna make it out of here in 4 years.
I might do a little shuffle across the stage. I'm gonna be so excited. It's gonna be a great moment because, it's been a long time coming. I kind of took graduation, for granted. I thought it was gonna come easy, coming from high school and not really having to study much. Then you get to college and you've got like 4 exams in one day and then a paper due tomorrow. It's just like, oh my goodness, I deserve this. I'm gonna take this in and I'm gonna dance because I deserve it. I do.